We've walked on the moon, sent probes to the edge of the solar system, but our own oceans, we've barely scratched the surface. Beneath the waves lie strange signals, impossible creatures, and ancient structures no one can explain. These are the deepest mysteries of Earth, still unsolved by science. The deep ocean mysteries scientists still can't solve. The bloop, a sound no one can explain. In 1997, a sound unlike anything ever recorded echoed across the Pacific Ocean. It was loud, really loud, and it came from nowhere. Scientists at the NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, picked it up using underwater microphones thousands of kilometers apart. The sound rose rapidly in frequency, like a giant bubble bursting deep underwater. It was so powerful, it was picked up by sensors over 3,000 miles away. They called it the bloop, and no one knows what caused it. At first, some scientists speculated that it might have come from a massive underwater iceberg cracking. But here's the catch. The frequency and profile of the sound resemble those made by living creatures. If it was a living thing, it would be larger than any creature that's ever existed on Earth. Official explanations lean toward icequakes, massive chunks of glacial ice breaking off underwater. But even NOAA admits. And the sound has never been heard again. A one-time signal, no origin, no repetition, just a single cry from the deep and then silence. Was it nature, a creature, or something else entirely? Whatever the bloop was, it reminds us just how little we know about what lies beneath. The deep-sea gigantism phenomenon. In the crushing darkness, miles beneath the surface, life grows massive. Welcome to the world of deep-sea gigantism where nature breaks all the rules. Giant isopods, larger than a house, colossal squids with eyes the size of dinner plates. Amphipods nearly 10 times larger than their shallow water cousins. Even sea spiders and jellyfish expand to unsettling proportions. Why does the deep ocean grow giants? The truth is, no one really knows, but the theories are just as strange as the creatures themselves. The deep sea is just above freezing. Low temperatures, slow metabolism, allowing some animals to live longer and grow larger. With fewer threats down deep, some species can evolve larger, slower bodies designed for patience, not speed. High-pressure environments and increased oxygen solubility may give deep dwellers a unique growth advantage. But none of these fully explain why a shrimp-like creature grows half a meter long, or how a squid can stretch its tentacles longer than a school bus. Some researchers suggest gigantism may be a survival strategy in a place where food is rare. Distances are vast, and pressure can crush a steel tube. Imagine growing larger, just to make the most of the few meals you'll find in a lifetime. Down here, in the silence, the rules of life bend on giants roam, hidden in the cold. Hidden ecosystems at hydrothermal vents. In the deepest trenches of the ocean floor, where no sunlight has ever reached, life should be impossible. And yet, here, life thrives in ways we never imagined. Hydrothermal vents are cracks in the seafloor, where seawater meets magma. superheating to over 700 degrees Fahrenheit, 370 degrees Celsius. These vents release a cocktail of hydrogen sulfide, methane, and metal-rich minerals. And around them, entire alien-like ecosystems. There's no light, no photosynthesis. And yet, these creatures don't just survive, they flourish. Instead of using sunlight, these organisms rely on chemosynthesis. Special bacteria convert chemicals from the vents into energy. These bacteria form the base of a self-contained food chain, independent of the sun. Some of these creatures live on bacteria inside their own bodies. A partnership evolved from pure necessity. Towering tube worms can grow over 2 meters long and have no mouth or stomach. Crabs with hair-like bacteria colonies on their claws farm their own food. Fish with no eyes navigate by pressure, vibration, and chemical signals. These places feel like science fiction, but they're very real. They redefine what life can be and where it can begin. If entire ecosystems can survive in Earth's lightless oceans, could similar vents exist beneath the ice of Europa or in the darkest places of our own world? We may be seeing the first glimpse of life as it could exist across the universe. The missing ocean floor. We've mapped the surface of the Moon in high resolution. We've charted the craters of Mars, the rings of Saturn. But our own oceans, there's still a blank page. Over 70% of Earth's surface is covered by water, but only around 20% of the seafloor has been mapped in detail. Most of what we know comes from low-resolution sonar, gathered decades ago. It's not just the depth, it's the distance, the pressure, the darkness, and the sheer scale. Beneath the surface lie thousands of miles of unexplored ridges, canyons, and trenches. Some of these zones are deeper than Mount Everest is tall, like the Tonga Trench or the Kermadec Trench. Vast regions remain unnamed, unvisited, and unseen by any human eye. What could be down there? New species? Lost ecosystems? Even ancient ruins, long swallowed by the sea. The ocean hides more than just biology. It may conceal parts of our own history. Submerged coastlines from the Ice Age, buried shipwrecks, perhaps even the ruins of civilizations lost to rising seas. Until we map, it's until we go there, we won't know. And that means we may be missing answers to questions we haven't even thought to ask. The greatest frontier on Earth is not the sky above, it's the water below, and it's still mostly unknown. Deep-sea creatures that shouldn't exist. Down here, where the light dies and the pressure could crush steel, life doesn't just survive. It evolves into the unimaginable, creatures with transparent bodies, glowing skin, and blood that doesn't freeze. Animals that generate their own light in a world without sun, and others that thrive in ways no known lifeform should. How does a fish see through its own skull? Or survive in temperatures close to freezing, under pressure thousands of times greater than at sea level? The barrel-eye fish has a see-through dome on its head to look straight upward through its skull. The immortal jellyfish Toratopsis, Dorney, able to reverse its aging process, cycling between adult and youth indefinitely. Antarctic icefish survive in sub-zero waters with antifreeze proteins in their blood. In the deep, evolution doesn't follow the rules, it reinvents them. Giant amphipods survive extreme pressure and temperatures that destroy most forms of tissue. The vampire squid, with its webbed cloak and glowing blue eyes, isn't even truly a squid. Some species go months without eating, drifting patiently in pitch-black silence, waiting for a signal or scent from a decaying whale or falling debris. Some of these creatures move so slowly, they burn a single calorie over days. Others explode into action to snatch their only meal of the month. This is evolution, sculpted in darkness. These are not just animals, they are answers to survival, perfected in pressure, hunger, and isolation. They shouldn't exist, but they do. Reminding us that the rules of life are written by the ocean's deepest silence. the upsweep, and other underwater signals. In the depths of the Pacific, something is making noise. Not just once but over and over again. And no one knows why. This mysterious sound is called the upsweep. Discovered in 1991 by the US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It's a series of long ascending tones, like a rising siren, echoing from deep within the ocean. It's consistent, repeating, seasonal, and yet, totally unexplained. It seems to come from a remote part of the Pacific near volcanic activity. But no eruptions or known seismic activity match its pattern. The sound has slowly decreased in intensity over the decades, but it's still active today. And it's not alone. The oceans are filled with sounds no one can identify. Other unexplained ocean sounds. Julia, 1999. A low metallic moan, loud enough to be heard thousands of kilometers away. Slow down, 1997. A long, descending tone lasting over 7 minutes. Source unknown. Whistle, train, and bioduck, nicknamed by scientists who are still searching for answers. Some believe these are natural, caused by ice, tectonic shifts, or undersea landslides. Others suggest unknown biological or even technological sources. Could massive underwater creatures be making these calls? Could they be signs of subsurface movements deep in the mantle? Or is something communicating? The ocean listens, and it speaks. But we don't yet understand the language. Deep ocean aliens. What if we've been looking for extraterrestrial life in the wrong place? What if it's been right beneath us all along? The deep ocean is the least explored environment on Earth. We've mapped more of Mars than we have of the Mariana Trench. And in those dark places, we've seen things no one can fully explain. In recent years, military sonar and underwater monitoring stations have picked up high-speed, untraceable objects moving through water at velocities far beyond what any known craft can achieve. US Navy and intelligence reports describe unidentified submerged objects, USOs, moving silently, sometimes at speeds over 200 knots underwater. Some descend vertically into the sea, vanishing without a trace. Could something intelligent be living in the deep? Something that has mastered conditions we can't even survive. Some scientists believe life on icy moons, like Europa or Enceladus, might resemble what we find near Earth's hydrothermal vents. Others speculate that the deep ocean may host an entire biosphere we've yet to detect, one that's evolved separately from surface life. A few even suggest ancient contact myths of sea gods, underwater cities, and the unexplained disappearance of coastal cultures. Could the ocean be hiding more than just life? Could it be sheltering something intelligent? In the deepest places on Earth, visibility is zero, pressure is crushing, and time moves differently. If anything wanted to hide from us, it chose the perfect place. The deep ocean is not just dark, it is unknowable. And for now, it keeps its secrets. Until we dive deeper, the ocean's silence might be hiding the greatest story never told.